Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Out wide right, it's Jackson. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Love that throw there. And I remember as a Gator playing against Tennessee, you knew as a quarterback you were going to have to bring your A game to the park because of who was on the other side. I played against Peyton Manning, and I played against T. Martin, who won a national championship there. They have a legacy at that position. And this guy for Tennessee, he has a chance to be the next great one.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
And the Volunteers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Caught behind the line. It's Cartwright. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it, and the foot down for the first down.
Hey, man, this is
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They'll go with a direct snap. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Gets a hand in there.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but this guy has been locked in. He's 5 for 6 on the opening drive of the game, and the coaching staff felt like he had a great week of preparation coming into this one. I think they were expecting him to have this hot start.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass. They're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Never a doubt. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Tight end now in motion. Changing the routes with his receivers. Hits inside. It's Marshall. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Left side is Hansen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. He wants to go deep. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big first down on an explosive. But, David, 3rd down defense, it's one thing to allow a first down, but you've got to make tackles. And you can't give up explosive plays like that. At the end of the day, it's all going to come down to fundamentals, and you know that is driving their defensive coaching staff crazy.
It's so frustrating. You want to be great.
Snags it, and there's running room. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Wide receiver going in motion. Making the adjustment on the play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Just feeds the running back. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Wolverines. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run inside. It's Bishop. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical. Get off the ball, get down.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got the quick pass. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Vols will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Hauls it in at the 25. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. The lone back's got it. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Here's Underwood to throw. Unloads to the right. What a job to lay out and make the catch. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. As we get a look at the stats, they are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Out wide left, it's Marsh. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Last completion, picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Left side is Marsh. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. The Wolverines send out the punt unit. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. There he goes. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to their running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Bought a little time, lets it go. That's caught. It's Bishop. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. From the gun, it's Gordon. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Second down, gonna throw it. He's going for the big play. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. The 40. The 20. Touchdown, Wolverines. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Out wide left, it's Jackson. Taken down.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Motion from the wide receiver. Got it in the middle, it's Matthews. Turning it on. Ball down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Wants to throw one first. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Staley. All kinds of room to the right. He's at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Vols! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Yeah, we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Hand it to the back. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw on you.
Throwing, Underwood. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Not a lot of room to field this one. Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking for a crease, it's Bishop. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Second down, gonna throw it. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Yeah, these slant routes you throw quick. It's a timing route. You throw 3 million of them to the wide receiver, and most of the time gets his hands up and he catches it, keeps his body in the way. Right there, just lack of focus, lack of concentration, just drops the easy play. He's probably caught that ball 99% of the time it's been thrown to him.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Right side, it's Staley. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. The Volunteers will try to move the chains on 4th down. Oh, he's got some space. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time.
When you got the ball on their side of the field on 4th and 1, you are absolutely going to go for it and be aggressive. Am I right?
You are right. You know, some may say the quarterback talked the coach into it, but the quarterback's decision is on 3rd down. If he doesn't get it, 4th down is up to the coach.
And listen, every player wants to go for it. The coach always makes the decision.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Volunteers! Middle of the end zone, he's got it! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They go play action. Bryce Underwood buying time to his right. Now he's looking into the middle. Almost picked off.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Underwood. He's going to run it. Got the first down himself. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
these guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Now on first down from the 28. Sets his feet. It's Underwood. Out of the backfield, he's open. They get him on the ground. Late in the half, they have the first down at the 41. The Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Marsh. Could not make his way to the corner. Michigan choosing to spend its final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback changing the play. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. He lets it fly. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On third down, he drops to throw. Inside the 45. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. And the Vols will kick it off to start the second half. From deep, it's Stewart. He's got a lot of confidence to bring that ball out of the end zone, but it didn't work out this time, out of bounds at the 16. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half. That's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing, they're in this bowl game because they're explosive on offense. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football left to be played. If they get this confidence going, they get into a rhythm, watch out.
On the ground, it's Marshall. Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Looking for a productive play on first down. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Keeps it himself. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Go east-west, and the quarterback gets strung out, doesn't pull the trigger and really make a decision. You'd like to see him stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, get more of a plus yardage on this play. Nice job by the defense.
Underwood in the gun on third down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, you get the incompletion there on third down. You've still got a half of football basically to play. Do you trust your defense down one possession to get it back to give you a shot? If you don't, then you've got to stay out there and you've got to go for this, and you've got to dial up your best play to stay on the field.
Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. So here is the Tennessee offense. Running inside, it's Bishop. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. And he avoids the sack.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
Hunt is on its way. On the return. He's got great speed. He's going to get loose. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're...
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
And the Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The give, it's Marshall. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Out wide right, it's Marshall. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Motion from the wideout. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Fresh set of downs going up top. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Pulls it in. It's Bishop. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Looking for room. It's Marshall. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback signaling to his guys. They'll ride him again. He's past the sticks. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Underwood on the play action. Finds his target. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. A designed run for the quarterback. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. 4th down, Underwood. Moves to his right. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46.
Well, 2 things I love by the quarterback on that play. 1, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And 2, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming up. Well done.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Here's Underwood to throw. Finds his man. There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Going to the run, it's Marshall. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, he's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Using his feet. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And man, that's so frustrating for this defense to get him in 3rd down and short. And look, the 1st down's almost a touchdown, right? So this is a tough situation. This defense is going to have to bring in big bodies and really sell out somehow, try to get some penetration, try to make a big play on 1st and goal that can maybe back them up.
Around 4 minutes to play in this postseason battle. Touchdown, Michigan! They move on top here in the 4th. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Drops back on 1st down. Gets rid of it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
One possession game getting late here, and the winner will take a great feeling into the offseason. Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Around 4 minutes to play in this postseason battle. Straight ahead, it's Bishop. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
One possession game getting late here, and the winner will take a great feeling into the offseason. Second down to the air. Throws for the tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Davis. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Follows his blocks. It's Bishop. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Might as well run him again. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now, it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but it depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. They'll move the wide receiver. Got to make the play on 4th. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
We're at a juncture of the game now here in the 4th quarter. One-possession game. Every critical down and distance is going to matter, and on that 4th down, the defense gets the win. Great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion and a turnover on downs.
Pulls it, trying to get the corner. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. So the defense trying to maximize their clock management. They use the timeout here, and the 2-minute stoppage is coming. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Timeout is called. It's the 2nd charge to Tennessee. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Makes the grab. He stopped at the 32-yard line. Not enough for the 1st down.
And that's really good tackling by this defense, man. 3rd down, understanding the sticks, and what you got to do is break on the football. That drag route comes open, he sees him, he throws it. Man, it does not stay open long because they break on the football with great tackling and force the 4th down.
The Wolverines line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Is on its way. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Taken down right away. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Right side, it's Staley. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And why would you not go back to it? I mean, he's caught everything thrown his way. He's been the focal point of this offense. They need a play late in the football game. They find him again. If I'm this defense, I got to make sure I'm doing everything I can to take him away.
Picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out. So here comes the Michigan offense. Final seconds of the game. They can just take a knee and eliminate all of the drama.
And you're exhaling, too, at this point, because this was a hard-fought football game, David. It could have gone either way. At the end, it was this team that made the most plays, made the fewest mistakes, and they've earned this victory formation.
And by the way, there's nothing more frustrating in the world than playing defense when they take knees. Like, it's a helpless feeling. There's nothing you can do. You have so much rage inside you. You just want to hit somebody so hard, and they're just taking a knee, and you just got to take the L.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. They'll run him again. He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
3rd and 4. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team